hello, everybody. I've said a bunch of hellos in the chat, but hello, DR, who just joined, and everyone else who just hopped in for some trivia fun. We were talking about the heat in the summertime, and poor Veer up in Finland is baffled by the concept of enjoying summer heat. But yeah, I said in the chat next week we're going to a water park, which if you know me and my channel, I love water parks, so I'm so excited. Live chat is not on. I will do that now. Thank you, Veer. And like DR says, please give this stream a thumbs up if you have not done so already. It will spread this video around YouTube while it's live and get some new friends in to play with us, and it really helps out my channel in general. So yeah, please click that little thumbs up. All right, so I have 2 games for you today, but they're pretty big games. Hello, Elle. And Gator's here. Hello. 2 games for you. They're on the same vein, but the first one is a surprise, so I'm not telling you what the theme is tonight. This first game is one of those quizzes that I really enjoy. I enjoy making them. Is when I have a list of countries and I give you 5 facts about those countries. But all of these countries have something in common, and you have to guess what they are. For example, the last time we played this, it was all the countries that have wild penguins in them. It's not anything like this. Hey, Rami, welcome. But all of these countries have something in common, and I tried to put the least obvious ones first and the most obvious ones last. So, our first country that fits this theme is Belize. Belize. First question, what is Belize's large marine sinkhole known as? What is Belize's large marine sinkhole known as? And I'll give that to DR. It's called the Great Blue Hole. Good job to DR. First question of the stream goes to DR. It is the Great Blue Hole. Nice try, DR. That is incorrect. Number 2, what was Belize called when colonized? I won't say by who because that will give it away. But what was Belize called when it was a colony? DR has got this one first. It is British Honduras. Good job to DR. The answer is British Honduras. Number 3, what is Doyle's Delight? What is Doyle's Delight? What could that be? What is Doyle's Delight? Kind of a good ASMR. Doyle's Delight, Doyle's Delight, Doyle's Delight. Veer has got it. It is a mountain. Good job to Veer. Doyle's Delight is the name of the highest peak in Belize. It sounds delicious, but it is in fact a mountain. Do not eat it. Good job, Veer. Number 4. Which country does Belize have border disputes with? I do not know how high, Valentin, but if you know Central America, those mountains get very, very high. DR has got this one. It is Guatemala. Good job to DR. Belize and Guatemala have multiple ongoing border disputes that have gone to like the UN and they're still unresolved. And number 5, what is Caracol? Do they border Honduras? No, I don't think they do. And DR has got this one. It is a Mayan site or a Mayan city, Mayan archaeology place. I don't know. Caracol is the name of a Mayan city, which is in Belize. All right, so the next country, the first one was Belize. The next one is Tanzania. The Caracol, yeah. But anyway, hello, Dr. Pickle. Tanzania is our next country. Number one, what is Tanzania's highest peak? Yeah, countries that border water. Yeah, right. Hey, Aizaz, we are playing a game where I give you 5 facts about certain countries. All of these countries have something in common. So there's a game within a game. You have to guess what all of these countries have in common. We first did Belize, now it's Tanzania. And it looks like this one goes to Acid Nutria. The highest peak in Tanzania is Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. Good job, Acid Nutria. Mount Kilimanjaro. Number 2, Izaz is in. Good. Number 2, in which gorge can you find hominid fossils? In which gorge, that's your big hint, can you find hominid fossils? DR has got it. It is the Olduvai Gorge. Good job to DR. It is part of the Great Rift Valley, but specifically, it is the Olduvai Gorge. Hello, JJ. Very good to see you. Yeah, you weren't way off at all, I said. No, DR, I will never go that specific. That would be nuts. Number 3, what was Tanzania named at independence? Yeah, Izaz, these are a little difficult because my viewers are incredibly intelligent. Like Acid Nutria has got it. It is Tanganyika. It's close enough, Acid Nutria. The answer is Tanganyika. Tanganyika was Tanzania's name before Zanzibar joined, and it became Tanzania. Both have been colonized here, but lots of countries have. That is not the theme. Number 4, what language does Zanzibar derive from? What language does Zanzibar derive from? Speaking of Zanzibar. DR has got it. It is Arabic. Good job to DR. The answer is Arabic. Tanganyika comes from Swahili. Zanzibar comes from Arabic. Isn't that cool? Because it used to be part of Oman. And number 5, what area in Tanzania is famous for its migration? What area is famous for its migration? And DR's got it. It is the Serengeti. Good job to DR. The answer is the Serengeti. Rami speaks the Iraqi dialect of Arabic. That's amazing. I really want to seriously at least learn the Arabic alphabet because I feel like the majority of comments and chats that I get in those lives that aren't English, aren't Arabic. So kind of making it a goal to start at least knowing my letters in Arabic. But yes, okay. So our first 2 countries were Belize and Tanzania. The next one is Palau. Palau. In Palau, the P is kind of like a soft P. It's Palau. But anyway, number 1, what animal lives in a lake on Ailmak Island? Arabic is very hard, oh dear. That's why I just want to do like the alphabet, right? DR has got it. It is jellyfish. It's called Jellyfish Lake. So I couldn't say what animal lives in Jellyfish Lake, but like the most famous tourist site in Palau is Jellyfish Lake. Good job, TR. Number 2, that would be a good one. Countries with the letter Z in them. Now, sadly, that's not the theme. That's a good one. Number 2, Palau created the world's first sanctuary for what animal? Palau created the world's first sanctuary for what animal? That's it, DR. But good guess. DR's got this one, though. It is sharks. Good job to DR. They created the world's first shark sanctuary. There's many others throughout the Pacific now, but Palau was first. Number 3, what country did Palau gain independence from? What country did Palau gain its independence from? And DR is on a roll, as usual. It is the USA. Good job to DR. Palau gained independence from the United States. Oops, I forgot to write a 5th question for Palau, so there's only 4. Number 4. Rye stones were made in Palau to be currency for which island? The ray stones or rye stones, depending on, I've heard it both ways. DR's got it. It is Yap Island. Good job, DR. I think you nailed all those. Yeah, you got all 4 questions for Palau. It is Yap Island. Yap Island's currency were these giant round stones that were mined essentially in Palau. I can't believe I forgot to write a 5th one. They are really cool. Us versus DR, pretty much, Valentine, right? It's like, do you know what was that show with the Beast? Mind something? Where you had to play a quiz show, but you had to play against like a trivia master. That's my chat. Anyway. That's not it, Fear. I would never do one that in countries that recognize Taiwan. That's a little too much. So our 3 countries so far are Belize, Tanzania, and Palau. I should tell you there's 14 countries that there are more in this category, but I just choose the obvious ones. They all have a coast. That's a little too vague, Tom. I wouldn't choose something that broad. The next country is Malta. Malta is the next country. Number 1, what shape is on Malta's flag? And you need to be specific. What shape is on Malta's flag? Hello, Ayub. Good to see you again. What shape is on Malta's flag? Now, it is a cross. There we go. I'm going to give a point to Veer and a point to DR because it's the St. George's cross or the Maltese cross. But I'll just accept cross, I suppose. But yes, it's a specific kind of cross on their flag. Number 2, which saint was shipwrecked on Malta? Which saint was shipwrecked on Malta? Very famous story in Malta. DR has got it. It is St. Paul. Good job to DR. The answer is St. Paul. St. Paul. Number 3, there's multiple answers I'll accept. What group of Crusader knights defended Malta? What group of Crusader knights defended Malta? And DR has got the Hospitaller. Is there one of their names, the Hospitaller? They were Templar Knights, Ayub. But I'll accept the Knights of St. John as well, or the Hospitaller. They have like a bunch of like various names, but you guys got it. You know who we're talking about. Number 4, on which island can you find Malta's largest Neolithic structure? On which island can you find Malta's largest Neolithic structure? Valentine has got it. It is Gozo. Good job to Valentine. The answer is Gozo. I really wanted to. Hey, Calispera, Firebro. I really wanted to have an answer be Gozo, and I was scratching my head like, what's the other island? But yeah, that one. A Neolithic structure means a building that was built before recorded history. So there's no written records about this building. Think like before the pyramids. They're very old buildings. Number 5, what was Malta's currency before the euro? What was Malta's currency before the euro? Because they use the euro now. No, what do we think about Noah's Ark? I don't know. Valentine has got it. It is the lira. Good job to Valentine for getting it first. The answer is the lira. No, Veer, that is not the connecting factor, but I mean, those are all true, but not true for the next country, Veer. Good guess. So our countries that all have something in common is Belize, Tanzania, Palau, and Malta. It's not their tax havens. The next country is Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire, depending on where you are in the world. In the United States, they're officially called Ivory Coast. Everywhere else in the world, they're Côte d'Ivoire. So number 1, the National Men's Football Club is named after what animal? Noah's Ark has been found, but the government is hiding it. I mean, I've shown when I did a video on that region of Turkey where the Noah's Ark is officially landed, you can kind of see an indentation, but anyway, Valentine has got it. It is the elephants. Good job to Valentine. And there's my elephant. It's Topple the elephant. The answer is elephants. Oh, I don't have the sound on the back. It's in the front. But yeah, no tigers in Africa. That's true. Anyway. Number 2, the largest church by area is the Basilica of Our Lady of what? Yeah, if you're a channel member, you have a topple emoji you can throw up. The largest church by area is the Basilica of Our Lady of blank. The Basilica of Our Lady of blank. There's topple in the chat. Thanks, Via. It's not assumption. It's not Yamoussoukro. Have a sip. Tonight's drink is Red Bull. That's watermelon flavored. DR's like, I'm not going to get the soccer questions. DR's from America, like me. The Basilica of Our Lady of blank. Veer's been a member for 5 months. That's crazy, Veer. It seems like you've been a member for a lot longer. Thank you for being a part of our little family. Anyone has a clue, says Ayub. It's like, well, Valentine said Assumption. It's one of those, like, it's a Catholic church, so it's like one of those, like, adjectives that tend to describe a lot of Catholic churches, right? I'll give that to Dr. Pickle. It's peace. Hey, Alex is here. It is the Basilica of Our Lady of Peace. Good job, Dr. Pickle. The Basilica of Our Lady of Peace. You'll get one soon, Isas, I'm sure. Number 4, Abidjan has the 3rd largest population of what? Abidjan, the largest city in Ivory Coast, has the 3rd largest population of what? DR's got it. It is French speakers. Good job to DR. The answer is Francophones, or French-speaking people. Number 4, Ivory Coast's flag is similar to which countries? Monkeys. They do have a lot of monkeys there. Ivory Coast's flag is similar to which countries? DR's got it first. It is Ireland. Good job to DR. The answer is Ireland. It's almost identical. It's just flipped over. Same colors and everything. I believe Cote d'Ivoire has elephants up in the north, but not like, they're not really known for elephants. And number 5, Ivory Coast is the world's largest exporter of what? DR, that's funny. Like lions from Morocco. Not coffee. Not palm oil. Not ivory, thankfully. Not anymore, at least. Ayub has got it. It is cocoa or cacao. Cacao is turned into cocoa, which is turned into chocolate. Pretty much like the majority of chocolate in the world, especially Cadbury's. Cadbury's ships out of Ivory Coast, I believe. They are the world's largest exporter of chocolate. So Ayub gets that one. Good job, Ayub. So Ivory Coast does have elephants. They don't have like a plethora of elephants, but they were the spot of the ivory trade back when ivory was traded, and that's why it's called Ivory Coast. Famously, there aren't a lot of elephants because of the ivory trade. Anyway, so all these countries have something in common. We have Belize, Tanzania, Palau, Malta, Ivory Coast. Next is Kazakhstan. Here are 5 questions about Kazakhstan. Number 1, and I recycled these from a later quiz. What is the capital currently known as? Types of coffee? No. The flags of more than one color. Veer, my goodness. There is another Z, but that's not the theme. I like that theme, though. DR has got it. It is Astana. Astana. It was changed in, what was it, like 2022? Like the end of 2022, back to Astana. So it's no longer Nur Sultan. For all of you putting Nur Sultan, it is no longer called Nur Sultan. I think it was 2021 they changed it. They changed it back to Astana. I know, Valentine, they changed it again. They changed it to Nur Sultan in, 2018? Now it is back to Astana. So that's this question. The capital is currently Astana. I do know about that in ISAS, but we're not going to talk about that today. They've all been bombed by the US. That's like almost every country here. Female leaders. Oh, JJ, that's a good one, but that's not it. I like that, though. Like countries that have current female leaders. That would be an interesting one, but that's not it. Definitely not Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan's never had a female leader. Eswatini's never changing its name back, Valentine. Number 2. What sea in Kazakhstan is almost dried up? Fear has got it. All of them have changed their capital. Good job. Fear has found the theme. These are all countries that had a capital and then some point in its history changed it to a different capital city. Good job, Fear. Yeah, anyway. Who said it? DR did. It is the Aral Sea. Good job to DR. The answer is the Aral Sea. Yeah, I didn't put every country. I just put the ones with like the most obvious. Like I didn't put Iraq on here because basically like it's planned cities. I did the theme planned capital cities. But Iraq didn't exist when Baghdad was built, so I didn't include Iraq. But yeah, planned capital cities. Cities that were built specifically to be a new capital city. That is the theme. Moving on with Kazakhstan. Number 3. What is the grassland known as? Kind of DR. What is the grassland known as? DR has got it. It is the steppe. Good job to DR. The answer is the steppe. Everyone got this one. Good job. Interesting. I don't think the Euphrates is drying up anytime soon. Number 4. Who? My dog step on a bead. I'm sorry about your dog. Number 4. Who controlled the area in the 1200s? DR. The United States is on this list. It's the last one on here. DC is a planned city. Who controlled the area in the 1200s? Veer has got it. It is Genghis Khan or Chinggis Khan. There's like a million different ways to pronounce it, I feel like, but Veer has got it first. It is Genghis Khan. And number 5, what spaceport is located in Kazakhstan? What spaceport is located in Kazakhstan? Valentine has got it. It is the Baikonur. Good job to Valentine. The answer is the Baikonur Cosmodrome. It is a channel favorite. I'm fascinated with the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Baikonur. Good job to Valentine. The next country is Botswana. So number 1, the currency of Botswana is called the pula, which translates to what? I'm probably, if I have to choose out of those movies, I'd probably go see Barbie. I feel like Oppenheimer's going to give me a migraine, and I love Indiana Jones too much to watch the new movie. My brother-in-law saw the new Indiana Jones. He said it was fine. Anyway, the currency of Botswana is called the pula, which translates to rain. Good job to Veer. The answer is rain. One of my favorite facts about Botswana, because the people of Botswana are very proud of pula. It's their national logo and everything. Number 2, what is the inland delta called? The inland delta of Botswana is known as what? And DR has got it first. It is the Okavango Delta. Good job to DR. The answer is the Okavango Delta. I love Botswana too. Definitely on my list of countries I have to visit. Number 3, what desert is in Botswana's west? What desert is in Botswana's west? DR has got this one first. It is the Kalahari. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is the Kalahari. Kalahari. Number 4, what is the most common language spoken in Botswana? Geographica meet and greet in Gaborone. Imagine. Imagine if Antarctica melted. No, thank you. DR has got it. It is Setswana. Good job to DR. The answer is Setswana. Setswana is the most spoken language in Botswana. And number 5, I apologize, but I don't. What Taylor Swift music video was filmed in Botswana? I would say sorry, but I'm not sorry. I love this video. What Taylor Swift music video was filmed in Botswana? I know, fear. Not Blank Space, not Bad Blood. Taylor Swift filmed an amazing video. It was very out of Africa themed, with like the elephants and animals and stuff in it. Cater Gator has got it. It is Wildest Dreams. Good job to Cater Gator. The answer is Wildest Dreams. Say you'll remember me. Exactly, Fear. It is Wildest Dreams. The next country is Turkey. Turkey, very famous plant capital of, wow, I just blanked. Ankara. I almost said Asmara. Wrong country. Ankara. Number 1. What is the highest mountain in Turkey? What is the highest mountain in Turkey? DR has got it first. It is Mount Ararat. Good job to DR. The answer is Mount Ararat. Number 2. What Istanbul mosque used to be a museum? What Istanbul mosque used to be a museum? Veer has got it first. It is the Hagia Sophia. Good job to Veer. The answer is the Hagia Sophia. It's a mosque, and before it was a museum, before that it was a mosque, before that it was a church. But yes, it is the Hagia Sophia. Number 3, multiple answers for this. I'll accept them all. Who is considered the father of the country? Does Hagia mean saint? I assume so, Valentine. I'm not sure. DR has got it. It is Ataturk. Good job to DR. It is Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Mustafa Kemal, also known as Ataturk. Good job, TR, for getting it first. Number 4. What was the sick man of Europe? What was the sick man of Europe? Hey, Kickerox. Amoeba Records. Oh, I'm so jealous. I love Amoeba Records. DR has got it. It is the Ottoman Empire. Good job to DR. The nickname for the Ottoman Empire in its last 100 years or so was the sick man of Europe. The Berkeley Amoeba Records. Yeah, the San Francisco Amoeba Records is great, but the Berkeley one is like the best. Although I'm a Rasputin's girl. I usually go to Rasputin's. I know, Izaz, they type real fast. And number 5, what waterway splits Istanbul between Europe and Asia? Is there a reason for that name? For Rasputin Records, it's just a catchy name. That goes to Valentine. It is the Bosporus. Good job to Valentine. The answer is the Bosporus. I think the Dardanelles are a little farther north. The Bosporus goes through, the sick man of Europe. Okay, because it was like failing pretty hard. It was like the weakest empire in Europe. So it was like, well, the empires were thriving and modernizing. The Ottoman Empire was not. It was clearly dying. So that's why it was called that. Our next country is Brazil. Very famously, they built Brasilia. It did keep losing wars, Kick Rocks. I think the Greece thing really kicked it in the butt, right? Anyway, Brazil is the next country. In number 1, what is the most populous city in Brazil? Come to Brazil, says Brendan. What is the most populous city in Brazil? It is not Brasilia. It is Sao Paulo. I'm going to give that to Veer, who even only wrote half of it, but I know what they're trying to say. It is Sao Paulo. I guess a bonus point to DR for getting the whole name first. It is Sao Paulo. Enrique is in Brazil. So great. Oh gosh, isn't it just "olá" to say hello in Brazilian Portuguese? Anyway, number 2, what is the largest city in the Amazon? Enrique's in Rio. That's amazing. Yeah, just "olá." Right. DR's got this one. It is Manaus. Good job to DR. The answer is Manaus. And Kid Crocs went to Trader Vic's. Ah, so good. Like Trader Joe's has got nothing on Trader Vic's. Manaus is the answer. Number 3. What is at the top of Mount Corcovado? What is at the top of Mount Corcovado? DR has got it first. It is the Christ the Redeemer statue. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is the Christ the Redeemer, or as people in the chat are putting it, it's Jesus. There's a big Jesus up there. Salmon belly tacos. Kick Rocks, I'm going to be back in the Bay in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I love Rio de Janeiro. That's like, as much as I love Brazil and how amazing Brazil is and how it's so diverse all over the place, I really think if I had to choose one place, I would probably go to Rio. That would probably be the place I would pick to go. Number 5, really no, number 4. Speaking of Rio, what is Rio's most famous beach? What is Rio's most famous beach? Yeah, bossa nova music is very fun. DR has got it. It is Copacabana. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is Copacabana Beach. Copacabana Beach. And now, number 5. What Brazilian national hero was a dentist? I know, you're going to get it, don't worry. What Brazilian national hero was a dentist? It's kind of in his nickname. What national hero of Brazil was a dentist? Not Pele. He is a football player. I mean, like, no, DR. I feel like we need the Brazilian in the chat to come up with this one. Which Brazilian national hero was a dentist? It definitely was not Bolsonaro. Not Lula. Lula was not a dentist. Goodness. There's a whole holiday for this guy. Come on. It's like, this is like the George Washington of Brazil. I don't know if I can give you a hint because his name in Portuguese is just like the dentist. Dentist, says Ayub. Dentist. That's part of it. That's teeth, right? No, dear. What did he do to attain that rank? He was a revolutionary hero. He spearheaded the independence revolution, and he was executed. And Senor Dentist. You know what? I might just give that to Ayub. It's not Senor Dentist, but his name was Tiradentes. Tiradentes was his name. Dentistas. Tiradentes. Where is? 1 second. I've got. Put you out of your way. I have this book I got from the library that I'm going to read to you guys in a few weeks. I'm going to whisper it to you. Where is he? Tiradentes. There's statues of him and everything. He's like a huge, huge hero in Brazilian history. Viva Brazil. All right. It's back on. So I can hear myself. Okay. Tiradentes. Now you've learned something about Brazilian history. He was a dentist. Kid Crocs, you're somewhere in the East Bay, it sounds like. Anyway, next one is Australia, because very famously, Australia has Canberra, that planned capital city. Number 1, how many active volcanoes does Australia have? How many active volcanoes does Australia have? Oh, you're up in your sack. Kid Crocs, fun. Ayub has got it. It is 0. Good job to Ayub for beating out Dr. Pickle, the Australian. The answer is 0. There are no active volcanoes in Australia. You think out of all the wacky things in Australia, a volcano would be one, but they do not have any. Harry Potter's here. Good to see you. It's been a minute. We haven't had any Romanians in here for a minute. Number 2. Which state is known as the Garden State? Which Australian state, I should say, because there's a U.S. state known as the Garden State. Which Australian state is known as the Garden State? Which state in Australia? There's only like 6, so you have a chance if you know them. Which Australian state is known as the Garden State? The Garden State. Oh no, did I freeze? Oh no. Back from Scotland, amazing. Okay, I had a big lag. You guys probably didn't notice, but it's going to take a while for your answers to pop up. Ayub has got it. It is Victoria. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Victoria. Victoria is the answer. I ordered a new webcam. It's supposed to arrive today. It's probably going to arrive in like an hour. But hopefully a new webcam will fix the whole buffering, freezing issues. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Australian state. Sorry, Kickbox. Number 3, the Great Barrier Reef is off the coast of which state? Yeah, territory is not a state. And it looks like DR has got it first. It is Queensland. Good job to DR. The answer is Queensland. It's off the coast of Queensland. Number 4, what smiling mammal lives on Rottnest Island? What smiling mammal lives on Rottnest Island? Good ASMR word, Rottnest Island. Give that to Veer. It is the quokka. Good job to Veer for getting it first. The answer is the quokka. If you've never seen a quokka, they look like little mice that have giant grins on their faces. They're adorable. They're very cute. And number 5, what structure is nicknamed the coat hanger? Barry the platypus. Australia is weird, Ayub, right? What structure is nicknamed the coat hanger? The coat hanger. Dr. Pickle's got it. It is Sydney Harbour Bridge. Good job to Dr. Pickle. The answer is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Sydney Harbour Bridge. All right, next country of 3 left in this game is Pakistan. Pakistan, very famously, having a planned capital of Islamabad. Number 1, what river was an ancient civilization based around? What river was an ancient civilization based around? DR has got it first. It is the Indus. Good job to DR. The answer is the Indus. How do you say, oh my gosh, the French word is ornithorynque. Ornithorynque. It is platypus. Platypus is what we say. Platypus. Thank you, Simi. Number 2, what country became independent from Pakistan in 1974? That's how you say it in Finnish. That's crazy. DR's got it first. It is Bangladesh. Good job to DR for getting it first. The answer is Bangladesh. Bangladesh, water beak mammal. Number 3, what is Pakistan's highest peak? What is the highest point in Pakistan called? What is the highest peak in Pakistan? I can see your message, Acid Nutria. And in fact, Acid Nutria, you got this one first. It is K2. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it first. The answer is K2. Looks like I'm frozen again. So, it's going to take a minute for things to pop up on my end. If it's lagging on your end, I apologize. It'll be back to normal very soon. And like I said, this will probably, fingers crossed, be fixed next week. So hopefully this won't happen again if my new webcam works out. Fungal bacteria. Crazy. Anyway. There we go. Looks like it's back now. Okay. I see little hearts, so that helps. Don't know if it's frozen again. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Because it's a lag on my end, not on your guys' end. Like I have to wait for your chats to come in. Anyway, number 4. Who is Pakistan's youngest Nobel Prize winner? Hello, Zeus VR. Not sure how to pronounce your username. Who is Pakistan's youngest Nobel Prize winner? Gonna give that to Veer. It's Malala. I think Asanutria had it, but autocorrect came in and changed it. So I'm gonna give that to Veer. Sorry, Asanutria. The answer is Malala Yousafzai. Yeah, sorry, Asanutria. Point to your autocorrect, Asanutria. It's Malala Yousafzai. And number 5, Pakistan's national languages are English and what? Pakistan's national languages are English and what? It's okay, Ayub. DR has got it. It is Urdu. Good job to DR. The answer is Urdu. Urdu. Good job, DR. And everyone else that got it too. All right, next country is Nigeria. Since we're doing countries with planned capital cities, their planned capital city is Abuja. What is the dominant ethnic group in Lagos? Oh yeah, Zeus, that's wonderful. I'm doing Syria next week. I'm filming it tonight, so I'm excited. There'll be more Syria coming very soon. DR has got it. It is Yoruba. Good job to DR. The answer is Yoruba. Yoruba. Number 2. What is Nigeria's film industry known as? Yeah, Nigerian encompasses like millions of people. Nigerians, not an ethnic group, it's a nationality. Purples, goodness. DR has got it. It is Nollywood. Good job, DR. The answer is Nollywood is the name of their film industry. A Nigerian bagpiping troupe, that's exciting. Number 3, what is Nigeria's currency? Oh, no, it corrected to Bollywood Asanuchi, that's sad. That's fun, K-Crocs. Ayub has got this one. It is the Naira. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Naira is their currency. The Naira. The Naira. Number 4. What massive rock is located in Abuja? What massive rock is located in Abuja? I think I was reading that like it is like bigger than Uru because there's so much more underground. Like that's nuts. Sadly, Brendan, it's not called Abuja Rock, the big Nigerian rock. Veer's got it. It is Zuma Rock. Good job to Veer. The answer is Zuma Rock. Oh, goodness, kick rocks. Zuma Rock. And number 5, what is Nigeria's most... Mark, Dwayne the Nigerian Rock Johnson. Do you think there's like a Nigerian wrestler who's like Dwayne Zuma Rock Johnson? Anyway, what is Nigeria's most beloved rice dish? What is Nigeria's most beloved rice dish? Rice dish. They eat in a lot of countries, but every like West African country has their own recipe. They all claim that they're the best, right? But it is called what rice? Ayub has got it. It is jollof rice. Good job to Ayub. The answer is jollof rice. Jollof rice. Oh, sorry, I had 2 more. I forgot I have a country over here. So the next country is Myanmar. Myanmar, very famously having a planned capital, Naypyidaw. Yeah, I've heard it's delicious. Dwayne the Nigerian Rock. No, thank you, Kid Crocs. It's not as funny as Ginger Joe. Maybe like Zuma Rock Johnson or something. Number 1. What was Myanmar previously known as? Veer just answered it before I asked it, so that doesn't count, but woof. So DR gets it. It is Burma. Good job to DR. Veer, you were too fast. The answer is Burma. Good job to DR. The answer is Burma. Yeah, Veer typed it before I asked the question, so it doesn't count. Number 2. What is Myanmar's largest Buddhist temple? What is Myanmar's largest Buddhist temple? And there's multiple names for this temple, so I'll accept either one. DR has got it. It is Shwedagon. Good job to DR. The answer is Shwedagon, or the Golden Pagoda. Good job, DR. It's not in a cave, but I know which one you're talking about, Veer. Number 3, what is Myanmar's largest city? They are gorgeous, right, Asanutria? What is Myanmar's largest city? Well, it's not called that anymore, DR, so I'm going to give that to Veer. It is Yangon. Good job to Veer. The answer is Yangon. Yangon is Myanmar's largest city. Number 4, where is the densest concentration of Buddhist temples? What, like, landscape, like, not national park, but they changed it because Rangoon was like the British/French pronunciation of Yangon. So, yeah, in Myanmar, I should say, the densest concentration. It might be in like anywhere in the world, but yeah. I think it's in the Irrawaddy Valley, Brendan, but that's not what it's called. It is in Myanmar, correct. It's 5 letters in English, at least. I don't know about in Burmese. It's not in the Delta, Valentine. It is along the Irrawaddy, so it's in the Irrawaddy Valley. 5 letters, very famous. I think I've asked this before, and it got stumped on people, like no one knew. But it's this beautiful landscape. You can famously get hot air balloons. It's not the name of a state, DR. Stop putting in names of states. It's the name of the site. Veer's got it. It's Pagan. Good job, Veer. The answer is called Pagan. Pagan. They do hot air balloon tours, so you can go up and see the whole valley. But anyway, number 5. It's DR. It's spelled either way because it's a soft P, so it sounds like a B, so it's either way. Either spelling is correct. No, DR, as long as I understand what you're trying to say, you get it. Anyway, number 5. Who won a Nobel Peace Prize while under house arrest? Formerly Pagan. Yeah. DR, my goodness. It's a soft P, so it's usually spelled Pagan. And it looks like it goes to Asanutria. It is Aung San Suu Kyi. Good job, Asanutria, who had just asked, are there going to be any questions about Aung San Suu Kyi? And I had to keep a straight face. Because, yes, the answer is Aung San Suu Kyi. Aung San Suu Kyi. All right, our last country in this category is the United States, because these are all countries with planned capitals. So, Washington, D.C. is the United States' planned capital. Number 1, what is the most populous state? What is the most populous state? Sinutria is ready to raw for America. DR has got it. It is California. Good job to DR. The answer is California. California. Number 2, here's some deep American history for you guys. Teddy Roosevelt led what military team at the Battle of San Juan Hill? Teddy Roosevelt led what military team in the Battle of San Juan Hill? DR's got it first. It is the Rough Riders. Good job to DR. The answer is the Rough Riders. I wrote this going like only the Americans are going to know this because I don't think this is really taught in history. But it is in America, Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders. Number 3. Which state gained independence from Mexico? Which state gained independence from Mexico? Okay, Asanutria, that's fair to try to trick your autocorrect. Kick Rocks, California is the number 1 best state. DR's got it first. It is Texas. Good job to DR for getting it first in there because everyone's got this one. My goodness, look at all of these. The answer is Texas gained its independence from Mexico. Number 4, what river flows through St. Louis? What river flows through St. Louis? Give you a minute to type it out. Ayub has got it. It is the Mississippi. Good job to Ayub. The answer is the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River. Believe it or not, it's not the Missouri. It becomes the Mississippi River in St. Louis. And number 5, which state had its own monarchy? Which state had its own monarchy, as in kings and queens? Which state had its own monarchy? Looks like I'm freezing up again, so it's going to take a second for your chats to appear. But DR has got it first. It is Hawaii. Good job to DR. The answer is Hawaii had their own kingdom before the United States invaded. Mark's telling you how to spell Mississippi. All right. So good game, everybody. Also, congrats to Veer for getting the commonality between all those countries. But moving on to the next game. So this is the game I really wanted to do, and then I came up with the first game while making this. So I'm doing a capital cities quiz. We're going to split this in 2 because there's a lot of capital cities. So this is going to be 100 capital cities around the world. All of these questions have to do with a capital city. All of the answers will be the names of capital cities around the world. And if your capital city is not in this, it will be in next week because I'm going to do 100 countries now and then 108 countries next week. So don't be sad if your country's capital is not listed tonight. We'll do it next week. Number 1. So this is 100 questions. Number 1, what is the, yeah, I did hit 14K Kick Rocks. I'm really excited. 15K and we're doing a 6-hour trivia live stream. So anyway, number 1, what is the southernmost capital city? Thank you guys. What is the southernmost capital city? DR has got it first. It is Wellington. Good job to DR. The answer is Wellington. Number 2. Oh, also, there's no order because you guys realized I was doing an order for countries last week. So I deliberately made this as random as possible. There's no pattern here. It's road to 15K for sure. Number 2, which capital city has the highest elevation? Oh, also, I'll do it after. I'll tell you after this question. Which capital city has the highest elevation? DR has got it first. It is La Paz. Good job to DR. The answer is La Paz. If there's a country that has more than one capital city, I just picked one. I picked the most executive one. So yeah, it is La Paz, Bolivia. So there's no question that's Sucre. Sorry, Sucre. Number 3, what is the northernmost capital city? What is the northernmost capital city? The northernmost capital city. Wellington is the southernmost. What's the northern? Valentin has got it. It is Reykjavik. Good job to Valentin. The answer is Reykjavik. Reykjavik. Number 4. This one's going to be interesting. What is the coldest capital city? What is the coldest, on average, obviously? The coldest capital city. Coldest capital city. Not Nuuk, not Ottawa. DR's got it. It is Ulaanbaatar. Good job to DR. The answer is Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia is the coldest capital city on average. Number 5. What is the most populous capital city that is located in a desert? Acid Nutri's on the computer now. Good. What is the most populous capital city that is located in a desert? Valentin went too fast. Located in a desert. The most populous capital city. It's not Riyadh. It is Cairo. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Cairo. Cairo is a very populous city. In fact, they're building a new capital city outside of Cairo right now. Should be open in less than 10 years, I think. But anyway, it is Cairo. Number 6. What is the only capital city in Africa with Spanish as an official language? What is the only capital city in Africa with, I almost read the wrong one, with Spanish as an official language? DR has got it. It is Malabo. Good job to DR. The answer is Malabo. Malabo. They speak Spanish there. How cool is that? Number 7. What is the only capital city in South America with English as an official language? What is the only capital city in South America with English as an official language? DR has got it. It is Georgetown. Good job to DR. The answer is Georgetown in Guyana. Number 8. What is the only foreign, Belize isn't South America, it's Central America. What is the only foreign capital city to be visited by George Washington? The only time he ever went outside the United States or the colonies. What was it? The only foreign capital city to be visited by George Washington. It's not Paris, it's not Rabat, it's not London. I should say that he didn't travel too far from home. He went pretty far, but not that far. He definitely didn't go to Port-au-Prince, DR. You wouldn't catch him there ever. Not Ottawa. Not Rome. Not Athens. Did Ottawa exist then? Ottawa was probably teeny tiny. Not Kingston. Not Mexico City. Not Nassau. Because I'll let you know that it is in the Caribbean, so you guys are on the right track. It's not Havana. It is in the Caribbean. I forgot. I was watching a video about why he went here. It was for... Oh, no. I was reading a book about it. Acid Nutria got it. It is Bridgetown. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it first. It is Bridgetown in Barbados. He went there for some kind of... oh, no. He went there because they were going to give him weapons. They were sneaking him weapons for the American Revolution. So the only time he ever left the states or the colonies was to go to Barbados. Anyway, number 9. Which capital city has the oldest metro system? You're welcome, Ayub. He needed a vacation, right? He may as well have soaked up the sun while he was there. DR has got it first. It is London. Good job to DR. The answer is London. London. Number 10. This comes up every trivia. What is the oldest continuously inhabited capital city? What is the oldest continuously inhabited capital city? Acid Nutria's got it. It is Damascus. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Damascus. Damascus. Number 11. Now I found 2 different answers for this one. I scrambled all over Google. I found more results with this answer, so I'm going with it. But if anyone's like, actually, it's this, I don't. Anyway, since the Umayyad, way before that, Valentine. Holy moly, like ancient, like cuneiform times. Which capital city has the most museums? Earlier than Roman Athens, yes, Valentine. Way earlier than Roman Athens. Which capital city has the most museums? Valentine has got it. It is Paris. Good job to Valentine. The answer is Paris. I saw a result that said Mexico City had the most museums, but then I actually looked up the number. Paris has way more museums. So it is definitely Paris. It is Paris. Number 12. Which capital city has the longest official name? Paris is a little overrated. It's almost my 20-year anniversary from when I was last in Paris. Maybe I'll finally tell the story. Acid Nutria's got it. It is Bangkok. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Bangkok. Bangkok. Number 13. What is the cleanest capital city? The capital city with no pollution, clean streets, clean air, all that good stuff. The Louvre isn't free. Oh no, the Louvre is not free, Valentine. I think I had to pay like 20 euros or something to get in when I was last there. What is the cleanest capital city? They have, well, if I say this fact, it might give it away, but they are like hardcore. It's free under 26, then never mind, Valentine. I feel like I paid a substantial amount to get in there anyway. This capital city has focused hardcore on cleanliness and the environment and making it right for the French, right, Ayub? I wouldn't put it past them. They saw me and went, get out, you paying. DR's got it. It is Kigali. Good job to DR. The answer is Kigali. They have outlawed like plastic bags and gone above and beyond to keep the streets clean, free of pollution, keeping the air clean. Yeah, Rwanda is like, that's a priority for Rwanda, is keeping the country very, very clean. Rwanda's been making a huge effort in the past 20 years to have a beautiful country. Number 14, what is the oldest capital city in North America? They love milk bars there, I bet. Yeah, Valentine, we're not talking about that. DR has got it. It is Mexico City. Good job to DR. The answer is Mexico City. Mexico City. Number 15. Which capital city has the largest twin towers? It is on top of Tenochtitlan. There'll be a video coming out in a couple weeks about that. I just filmed it the other day. DR has got it. It is Kuala Lumpur. Good job to DR. The answer is Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. The Petronas Towers. Number 16. Which capital city has the lowest elevation? If La Paz is the highest, what is the lowest? What is the lowest elevated capital city? It's surprisingly not Male, Valentine. The Maldives is the lowest country on average, but it's not Male. There is a country or a capital city lower than Male. Not Amsterdam either, lower than Amsterdam, Joshua. Dhaka is a good guess. It's not Dhaka, not Copenhagen. Those are all good guesses. Those are all very low countries. Julio has got it. It is Baku. Good job to Julio. The answer is Baku in Azerbaijan. Good job, Julio. The answer is Baku. Number 17. What is the most populous capital city? The Land of Fire, yeah. What is the most populous capital city? And Acid Nutria's got it. It is Tokyo. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Tokyo. Beating out like New Delhi and Beijing and all of that. It is Tokyo. Kick Rocks had a sandwich. Good. Number 18. Okay. I'm just going to ask the question, and you're all going to get mad. What is the newest capital city? As in, what is the newest built capital city? Not like new as in it became a capital city, but the newest built. See, like Juba is the newest in terms of like new countries, but what was the newest established capital city? Like they built the city before Juba, if that makes sense. Valentano is close. Asanutri's got it. It's Naypyidaw. Good job too, Asanutria. The answer is Naypyidaw. I think they finished building that in like 2007 or something. It is Naypyidaw. Soon to be beaten out by Indonesia and Egypt and all the other countries building new capital cities. That is in Myanmar, Ayub. Number 19. Which capital city has the most green space? So, which capital cities has the most parks, recreation areas, things like that? The most green space? Not Ottawa, not Singapore, not Copenhagen. It's probably one you wouldn't suspect, but it is a very major city. I'd see where they would have a lot of parks. Not Dublin, not Washington. Which capital city has the most green space? Thanks for the hearts. Which capital city has the most green space? The most parks areas? Julio's got it. It is Moscow. Good job to Julio. The answer is Moscow has the most green space out of any other capital city. It's something that they're like very proud of there. It's like a big stat that they have the most parks out of any other city, capital city at least. Good job, Julio. Number 20. Which capital city has the most billionaires? Which capital city has the most billionaires living in it? Which capital city has the most billionaires? Billionaires. Not a fan of billionaires on this channel. Surprisingly, not Monaco. Not Abu Dhabi. That's a good guess, though, but not Abu Dhabi. It is Beijing. Good job to Veer. The answer is Beijing has the most billionaires. I think Monaco might be billionaires per capita, or I think it's millionaires per capita. But Beijing has the most billionaires, period. Yeah, exactly, Dr. Pickle. Number 21. What is the least populated capital city? Sorry. What is the least populated capital city? No one actually lives in Monaco full time. Not the Vatican. This has less people than the Vatican. DR is close. Remember, they moved their capital, so that's no longer the capital, DR. It was they built a new city for their capital country. The least populated capital city. And DR's got it. It's Gelmud. Good job to DR. The answer is Gelmud in Palau. Brand new city. I think it's like population 400 or something. And it's just like people who work in the government. It's pronounced Gelmud. Gelmud in Palau. Number 22. What is the most dangerous capital city? So what is the capital city with the most crime? What is the most dangerous capital city? The most dangerous capital city. Not Tegucigalpa, not Manila. These are all good guesses. Not Bogota, Valentine. You're not far off. 318. Yeah, they have a very tiny, it's just government workers that live there because it's a brand new city. Yeah, not Bogota. But you're on the right track. What is the most dangerous capital city? The one with the most crime. Not Tegucigalpa. Not San Salvador. Capital city with the most crime. Apparently, I this won't give it away, but I read that the crime per capita is the Vatican City because of like tourists getting arrested there. But that doesn't mean it has like actual crime, right? It's just tourists being tourists. But it's not the Vatican. And not Panama City. It's not Stockholm either. Ayub is got Caracas. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Caracas in Venezuela, the capital of Venezuela. Caracas is the capital city with the most crime. Number 23. Which capital city was destroyed by an earthquake in 1755? Which capital city was destroyed by an earthquake in 1755? Honduras might have gun violence. Well, but does the capital city or just Honduras in general? This is a very famous earthquake. Richmond has gotten really nice kick rocks in like the last 10 years. DR's got it. It is Lisbon. Good job to DR. The answer is Lisbon. Yeah, there was a lag for a minute there, Ayub, but I think it's back now. Lisbon was destroyed in an earthquake in 1755. Yeah, there was a lag. And again, hopefully this will be all fixed next week with the new webcam. Number 24. What capital city was destroyed by an earthquake in 2010? What capital city was destroyed by an earthquake in 2010? Like more than 80% leveled, Veer. Like Lisbon was almost wiped off the map. It's only because a lot of rich people got together and like the king, all of that got together to rebuild it. And DR's got the right answer. It is Port-au-Prince. Good job to DR. The answer is Port-au-Prince. Was pretty much ruined by an earthquake in 2010. Number 25. Now, I read this off of one website, so hopefully it's correct. Sorry about the sirens. 2011? See, I thought that was 20. I was making trivia with my sister, and I was like, can you fact check the Haitian earthquake? Was it 2010 or 2011? And she looked it up, and she said, no, it's 2010, but it was like January 2011. I knew it anyway. Number 25. What is considered the vegan capital of Europe? According to this website I read. Okay, Haitian earthquake was January 2010. Okay. Christchurch was 2011. Now that makes sense. Christchurch. Okay. So Haiti was 2010. My sister was right. It was 2010. Anyway, what is the vegan capital of Europe? And it's a capital city. Apparently I should have had it as which capital has the most vegan restaurants and vegan eateries out of any other in Europe. Must Play got it. It is Berlin. Good job to Must Play. The answer is Berlin, surprisingly. You would think it would be like Oslo, Copenhagen, Amsterdam, Brussels, with Brussels sprouts. But it is Berlin, surprisingly enough. Has the most vegan eateries out of any capital city in Europe. Yeah, that's a good song, Valentine. We don't like We Are the World on this channel. Number 26. Which capital city has Latin America's oldest metro? Hi, Laura. A lot of hippies in Berlin, that makes sense. Which capital city has Latin America's oldest metro? As in, like, transit system. I'm lagging? Oh, no, not again. Yep, I sure am. It looks like Julio has got this one. It is Buenos Aires. Good job to Julio. There goes. Hold on, let me pause it for a second. Thank you, Kinetic. I appreciate that. Right when I hit pause, when these sirens went by, my upstairs neighbor is hammering. I'm so sorry. They've decided to hammer. Yeah, love Samoa. Samoa's amazing. Anyway, who said it? Sorry. It was Julio. Julio said it. Buenos Aires is the oldest metro system in Latin America. It's time to hammer, guys. It's hammering time. Anyway, number 27, which there's sirens and a hammer now. Crazy. I'm so sorry. Number 27. I'm going to pause it again. Hold on. Okay, Dr. Pickle says it's fine. So, like every single siren in Reno is coming by. Hello, Vanta Memes? Oh yeah, give the stream a like if you haven't already. Thank you very much for the likes. Which capital city is closest to the equator? Which capital city is closest to the equator? Sounds like it's gone quiet now. Hopefully. I am getting a lag. That's very annoying. DR has got it. It is Quito. Good job to DR. The answer is Quito. Quito. Oh, Fluffy Buns. Yeah, I remember you. It is Quito in Ecuador, appropriately. Number 28. Which capital city hosted the first modern Olympics? Which capital city hosted the first modern Olympics? And TR's got it. It is Athens. My goodness. There's more sirens. Good job to DR. The answer is Athens. Athens. Number 29. Which capital city has the most French speakers outside of France? Yeah, 1896, the first modern Olympics. Which capital city has the most French speakers outside of France? French speakers. Remember, you guys got to say the capital city, not the country. Brazzaville's a good guess. It's very close. Ayoub. You got to tell me its name. I can't accept the name of the country. I need the capital city. Ayoub's onto it, but Valentin picks it up. It is Kinshasa. Good job to Valentin, and a bonus point to Ayoub. The answer is Kinshasa. Kinshasa in the DRC. Ayoub knew it, but didn't know the name. Valentin swooped in. They speak Lingala there, I assume. I know they speak French. I just don't know what dialect of French. Number 30. Ooh, okay. This one's going to be a hard one. You're probably going to need hints for it, but let me see how you guys do. That's why I said you were close, DR. Which capital city gets the most rainfall? Which capital city gets the most rainfall out of all the other capital cities? Hello, Najib. Welcome. Says Asanutria. It's not going to be Kinshasa. There's no repeats. Tampa Bay is not a capital. I'm going to let you guys just guess because Beijing during monsoon, no. I'm going to let you guys guess for a minute, and then I'm going to start giving you hints because this is not like when you think of capital cities, this country isn't like the first one you think of. Veer has got it. It is Monrovia. Good job to Veer. The answer is Monrovia. Monrovia in Liberia gets the most rain out of any capital city in the world. Good job, Veer. It is Monrovia in Liberia. Number 31. I figured if I was going to do a hard one, I'd give you guys an easy one. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. This is an easy one. Which capital city? Oh, no, sorry. According to legend, which capital city was founded by twin brothers? Najib's in Algeria. Wonderful. We're going to go to Algiers soon on my channel. I can't wait. Acid Nutria's got it first. It is Rome. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it first. The answer is Rome. figured you guys need an easy one after a hard one. Number 32. Which capital city's nickname is the Big Durian? Modeled after New York City being the Big Apple, which country is the Big Durian? According to Legend Hasanutri, I knew it already. Nice. Which capital city is the Big Durian? Definitely not Singapore. It is Jakarta. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Jakarta is nicknamed the Big Durian. The Big Durian, I like that. It is Jakarta. Good job, Ayub. Number 33. What is the smallest capital city in Europe? What is the smallest capital city in Europe? I think it's smaller than the Vatican, or else that would have been the answer, Sanucci. Like, I think it's an area. It's not a very large place. Not San Marino. Not Andorra. Even smaller. Smaller than Vaduz. Julio's got it. It is Valletta. Good job to Julio. The answer is Valletta in Malta. Very tiny place. The answer is Valletta. I don't have the Faroe Islands on here. No, I didn't put any territories on here. Just straight up country capitals. But yes, the answer is Valletta, according to the source I read. I made the choice, so if anything's incorrect, it's my fault. Number 34. Which capital city has the tomb of Mughal Emperor Babur? Which capital city has the tomb of Mughal Emperor Babur? Very important person in history. I won't spoil it. Which capital city has the tomb of the Mughal Emperor Babur? Yes, Valletta's smaller than Vaduz. Apparently, I believe it. What's going on there? The beach. Vaduz is tiny. Yeah, Tórshavn is the capital of Faroe Islands, but it's not New Delhi. I tricked you. It's not Istanbul. It's not Islamabad. Okay, there we go. Acid Nutria's got it. It is Kabul. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Kabul, because Kabul was a thriving place during the height of the Mughal Empire, and that was his favorite place. So he is buried in Kabul, Afghanistan. In Kabul. No, he wasn't not in New Delhi. I don't think, well, New Delhi wasn't a thing back then. Delhi was, but it wasn't like it is now. Anyway, next question, number 35. What is the westernmost capital city in mainland Africa? Let me sit up for a second. My leather chair is going to make squeaky noises. Okay. What is the westernmost capital city in mainland Africa? And DR has got it first. It is Dakar. Good job to DR. That's funny to say. DR in Dakar. DR in Dakar. Good job, DR. It is Dakar in Senegal. Number 36. What? DR in Dakar on the way to work. Very funny. I lost my place now. What is the least visited capital city? Which capital city gets the least amount of tourists? Which capital city gets the least amount of tourists? It's not Pyongyang, not Nouakchott. It's not Oslo, must play. My goodness, the Oslo slander in the chat tonight. Not Kabul. It's not Dili. It's not Nauru or Palaus. Not Chisinau. Not Sana'a. Not Yaren. It is Funafuti. Good job to Dr. Pickle. It is Funafuti in Tuvalu Yes. Must play his self-loathing for Oslo. But yes, it is Funafuti in Tuvalu, the least visited capital city. They get something like 5 tourists a year. Probably less, to be honest. Number 37. Which capital city is the city of Sandalwood? Which capital city is the city of Sandalwood? Sandalwood. What is the city of Sandalwood? Sandalwood. Let's do a meetup there. I'd love to go to Tuvalu. It has the word fun in it, right? Not Muscat. It's not Muscat. Sandalwood is a type of tree bark wood that's very, very, very aromatic. And this area, this city, was a major, major player in the sandalwood trade back when trading from this part of the world was like everything. The city of Sandalwood. There's lots of muscats popping up. I wonder if muscat has a lot of sandalwood. Muscat is frankincense, not sandalwood. No one's got it yet. The city of Sandalwood. It's not Mideastern, by the way, Ayub. Sandalwood grows in a certain, well, it thrives in a certain spot of the world. I think it grows all over the place now because we can trade sandalwood trees, but yeah. I didn't think you guys would get hung up on this one. How do I give you a hint? Southeast Asia. Because it was part of the spice trade, even though sandalwood isn't a spice, it's an aroma. See, not Hanoi. Not Phnom Penh. Not New Delhi. You guys guessed New Delhi like a million times. It's not New Delhi. And Acid Nutria's got it. It's Vientiane. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Vientiane, which apparently means sandalwood. So there you go. It's Vientiane. In Laos, by the way. Number 30. All right. Time for another hard one. Are you ready? Which capital city is located on the island of Pohnpei? Which capital city is located on the island of Pohnpei? Don't get tricked. It's not Pompeii in Italy. Pohnpei. DR's got it. It is Palikir. Good job to DR. Says that's not tough. It is Palikir, not Suva. It is Palikir in Micronesia. Mark, every guess is going to be Oslo forever. Number 39. Which capital city was once named, and I'm going to guess with this pronunciation, Frunze, or Fruns. I don't know if the E is pronounced, but I think it is based on the language that this word comes from. Which capital city was once named Frunze? Frunze. Not Brussels. Make sure I get my place. Okay. Not Windhoek. Not Paris. I think Paris has always been Paris. Frunze. I can give you a hint, but I'm going to let you guys guess first and see if anyone can get it. Veer's got it. It's Bishkek. Good job to Veer. The answer is Bishkek. 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 It's called Frunze after a Soviet war hero of some kind. Number 40. In which capital city did the USS Maine explode at? It was called Frunze for like 10 years. But yeah, Veer has a special spot in their heart for Central Asia. Good old Kyrgyzstan, exactly. Which capital city did the USS Maine explode at? Veer Google. but that's okay. DR's got it. It is Havana. Good job to DR. The answer is Havana. Started the Spanish-American War in Havana. Number 41. Which capital? Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. Valentine's got some facts. Paris was called Lutetia during the Roman Empire. It became Paris after the Gallic Wars. Wow. Interesting. Of course, the Romans would give it some silly little Roman name, right? It's very Roman of them. There's been a lot of chat lag tonight. My apologies. And again, hopefully that will be fixed next week. Where's Malabo? Remember, Mark, I'm only going to do 100 capitals tonight. So if you haven't heard it tonight, it's going to be in next week's quiz. I'm splitting it in half because it was just way too. This took me like 4 hours to make. Oslo. The answer is always Oslo, right, Gumty? I read this stat on a tourism website. So this might be true for multiple cities, but this is the stat for this specific city from its specific tourist website. Which capital city has 4 mice per person? I don't know why this tourist website would want you to know that. It's not going to make me want to go. But this, I know it probably is Paris, right? But it's not Paris. According to this website that I read, for the capital city, this capital city has 4 mice per person. It wasn't Paris. It's not. I mean, it probably is Paris, but Paris probably has like 10 mice per person. Let's be real. Let's see. Not Ottawa, not Paramaribo, not New Delhi, not Jerusalem. 4 mice per person. I can give you guys some hints. It smells like sewer. Not Vienna, not Port of Spain. It is in the Middle East. It's in the Middle East. Not Kuwait City. Definitely not Kuwait City or Doha or Manama. That probably has like a half a mouse per person there. Not Beirut. Not Ankara. There's 2 million rats in Paris. Well, this is mice. Gumti says Iran, but not the country. I need the capital city. The capital city, Gumti. And DR slips in with the answer. It is Tehran. Good job to DR. The answer is Tehran. Tehran. According to Tehran's travel website, that's a fact that they wanted you to know. Gumti almost had it. You have to give me the city, not the country. I don't know why they would put that in the anyway. That's okay, Gumti. Mice survive in hot temperature. Mice can survive anywhere, I think. They're very adaptable beings. Next question is number 42. Which capital city is famous for water puppets? I don't think they eat mice there, Gumti. I know there's strict like religious laws on food, but I don't know if mice are haram. Tehran did not come up with the mice and men. Which capital city is famous for water puppets? Water puppets. And Veer's got it. It is Hanoi. Good job to Veer. The answer is Hanoi. Very, very, very traditional art they have in Vietnam, in Hanoi. Number 43. Which capital city has the International Spy Museum? Get a drink. You are allowed to Google. DR's got it. It is Washington, D.C. Good job to DR. The answer is Washington, D.C. has the International Spy Museum. It sounds like it's a lot of fun. But yeah, you are all allowed to Google. I have no problem with that, especially if it is a hard question that nobody knows. It makes my life easier if you just look up the answer. And I figure you're learning instead of sitting there saying, I don't know, and just sitting and just not knowing things. you can look it up and learn it, and now you'll always know about Vietnamese water puppets, right? But anyway, I try to find a good question, Ayub, for Washington, D.C. And that was the one I came up with. Actually, my sister came up with that one, so credit to her. Number 44. I made these with my sister. We had a lot of fun. Number 44. Which capital city's name translates to Monday? Which capital city's name translates to Monday? Monday, Monday, Monday. Which capital city's name translates to Monday? Montauk. No, don't start just putting words for Monday. Lundy City, right? No, it's not that. Not Nuke. I didn't include Greenland in this list. There's already too many capital cities. I left out all of the territories and things. I've got a bad lag right now. Holy moly. I'm just watching myself freeze. I have to wait until the thing comes back that I can get all of your chats. This is very annoying. Here it comes. I will get chats soon. There we go. Yeah, I didn't include national capitals. Veer has got it. It is Dushanbe. Good job to Veer. The answer is Dushanbe. That's Tajikistan, right? Dushanbe. JJ, we're doing a capital city quiz. Every answer is a capital city. Its name translates to Monday. Number 45. Which capital city is on the White Nile? And only the White Nile. We all hate Dushanbes. I work Dushanbe to Friday, right? On the White Nile, the hammer is back. Only the White Nile. Khartoum has a couple Niles in it. Tony has got it. It is Juba. Good job to Tony for getting it first. The answer is Juba in South Sudan. Only has one Nile flowing through it. Good job, Tony. Number 46. Which capital city hosted the 2019 European Games? Which capital city hosted the 2019 European Games? European Games. And not Dublin. Not Rome or Monaco either. Not Budapest. You know what, chat? You might be able to help me with something. First of all, it is Minsk. Good job to Veer. The answer is Minsk in Belarus. Minsk. It's a good trick. Minsk. Anyway, just the European Games, Valentine. I assume it's like an Olympics, but just for Europe. The sports games. I was trying to write a question of like which capital city was two cities that merged into one, but then I was like, I don't know if there are other cities like that because it's obviously Budapest, right? But I don't know if there's any other capital cities like that. So, chat, are there any other capital cities like Budapest that became one city? That's a capital city. My fact checkers, all of you out there who like to fact check my things, it would really help me out if you could look that up because I didn't know how to research that. All right. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? There we go. Number 47. Which capital city has the tallest building in the EU? Berlin merged in. Haha, isn't it true? Which capital city has the tallest building in the European Union? So it's not Moscow. It'll never be in the European Union. Ayub has got it. It is Warsaw. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Warsaw. It is in Warsaw. Yeah, it's not London either. It would have been a couple years ago, but not anymore. It is Warsaw. Number 48. Which capital city has the largest Viking graveyard outside of Scandinavia? Which capital city has the largest Viking graveyard outside of Scandinavia? War and Saw? Yeah, exactly, dear. It's not London. Right. Outside of Scandinavia, which capital city has the largest Viking graveyard? Not Paris, not London. It is Dublin. Good job, too small. The answer is Dublin. Dublin, Ireland has the largest Viking graveyard outside of Scandinavia. Good job, Smolla. Number 49. Which capital city was once called Fort Salisbury? Which capital city was once called Fort Salisbury? That makes sense, Valentine, but it's not. Montmartre was its own city. It was just kind of like a little village when Paris absorbed it, right? But yeah. Thanks, Valentine. It's not like Buddha and Pest. Anyway, which capital city was once called Fort Salisbury? Fort Salisbury. And it's not called that now. Which capital city was called Fort Salisbury? Oh, I've got a lag. That's why. I'm like, why is nobody saying anything? It's because I have a lag. I'm sure you guys are saying lots of things, but I won't be able to see them for a minute. Oh dear, oh dear. Waiting for the chat to appear. Hopefully this will all be fixed soon. I should do it again. The Vikings haven't raided anything for 1,000 years. Okay, I think it's coming back. It's not Singapore. DR's got it. It is Harare. Good job to DR. The answer is Harare. Was called, what was it? Fort Salisbury. Fort Salisbury. Now it's Harare. Number 50. We're halfway through the quiz. Which capital city was established around a cotton tree? It's Harare, DR. I'm sorry, I had a lag. Yeah. I realized I'm doing this on my very old Chromebook, and usually restarting it before live stream helps with lag, and I just realized I didn't do that. I totally meant to. That's probably why it's been on for too long. Valentine has got it. It is Freetown. Good job to Valentine. The answer is Freetown in Sierra Leone. It is Freetown. Good job, everybody. Number 51. Which capital city was named after a bear? Which capital city was named after a bear? Just a random bear. And Acid Nutria's got it. It is Bern. Good job, Acid Nutria. The answer is Bern in Switzerland, which DR just mentioned, but I hadn't asked the question yet, so it does not count. Yeah, Bear Town. It's pretty much named. The story is that the guy that founded it said he was going to name his city after the first animal he encountered on the hunt that he was going on, and that was a bear. So he called it Bear. Number 52. Which capital city's name translates to Lover's Town? Which capital city's name translates to Lover's Town? Lover's Town. It could have been a moose. It's not Paris. It's not It's not Lisbon. Fear. My goodness. Let me sit up in my chair for a second. So let me Let me squeak the chair real quick. It's very leathery. Faux leather, of course. I wouldn't have a real leather chair, but it's very squeaky. Which capital city's name translates to Lover's Town? Lover's Town, not Amsterdam. And not Vilnius. Lover's Town. Not Riga. Don't know what that is. It's not Tallinn. It's not in Europe. I'll give you that. It's not in Europe. It's not Andorra. I think Andorra la Vella is just Andorra town, right? There's a village in Wiltshire called Lover. That's cool. Not Nicosia. It's not in Europe. Not Ankara. Acid Nutria is kind of close, though. Buenos Aires is not that. That means good air, but it's way off. Not Manila. It is Yerevan. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Yerevan. Yerevan translates to Lover's Town. Isn't that nice? It is Yerevan in Armenia. Good job, Acid Nutria. Number 53. Which capital city is located on the island of Guadalcanal? Which capital city, hello outside, is located on the island of Guadalcanal? Guadalcanal. DR's got it. It is Honiara. Good job to DR. The answer is Honiara in the Solomon Islands. Honiara. Armenia is in Europe, says Must Play. It's Eurasia, right? Whenever I've done Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, anything on my channel, and I'm like, it's not Europe, it's not Asia, but it kind of is Europe, but it kind of is Asia, I get people that are like, it's Eurasia. Fine, it's Eurasia. It's in Europe and Asia, but it's not like Europe, you know. But yeah, it is Honiara is the answer. Number 54. What is the most expensive capital city for expats? Yeah, it's whatever. What is the most expensive capital city for expats? Surprisingly, it's not London. There's no repeats on here, by the way. Not Tel Aviv, not Luxembourg. Not Oslo. I think Oslo is coming up eventually. Yeah, eventually, but not this one. Not Seoul, not Monaco. For expats, for people moving in from out of the country, because their currency is super inflated right now. Everything is crazy expensive there. Like, if you go there to transfer your money, you're going to get pennies back. Tony's got it. It's Luanda. Good job to Tony. The answer is Luanda in Angola. That city their economy has just boomed over the past 15 years. Their currency is super inflated. So if I went there with $5, they would give me 3 cents. It's really bad. It does look very beautiful. They've got that oil money, but yeah, their economy has absolutely blossomed. Next question is number 55. What is the de facto capital for the smallest country without an official capital? It was very hard to phrase this question, but I'm like, DR's going to get it, so it's okay. But Acid Nutria got it first. It is Yaren. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Yaren in Nauru. Nauru is the smallest country without a de facto capital because it's not Oslo. You guys are funny. I should make a new little emoji for Oslo. Just put Oslo. When in doubt, just say Oslo. But yes, Nauru does not have a capital city per se. So Yaren is the de facto capital. Number 56. Exactly. Switzerland has a de facto capital as well. So Switzerland is probably the largest country without an official capital, but I could be wrong. Number 56. The Mfundi River flows through which capital city? The Mfundi River flows through which capital city? Hello, Count Dooku's apprentice. My goodness. Count Dooku's like one of my least favorite Star Wars characters. The Mfundi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's not the Bangi, because that's very famously the Mbangi River. DR's got it. It is Yaoundé. Good job to DR. The answer is Yaoundé. Yaoundé in Cameroon. Spelling, it's Mfoundi. Mfoundi, I think. But it's in Yaoundé. Good job, DR. Number 57. Neckties were invented in which capital city? Oh, not Fundy. Mfundi. They sound weirdly similar. Neckties were invented in which capital city? Where was the tie invented? Not Prague. Not Ljubljana. You're kind of sort of in the right area. Daniel, it's not Oslo. Not Bratislava. You're kind of sort of in the right area there. Does Burkina Faso? Yeah, every capital city is going to come up in this quiz either today or next week. Not Belgrade. Still in the right area. Not Sarajevo. Getting closer. It's Zagreb. Good job to Valentin. The answer is Zagreb. Neckties were invented in Zagreb, in Croatia. Number 58. Purple. Okay. Which capital city was established by King Gustav I of Sweden? You just guess all the Balkan ones, take it. Which capital city was established by King Gustav I of Sweden? Acid Nutria fell for it. It is not Stockholm. It is not Vilnius. Not Tallinn. Smola got it. It is Helsinki. Good job to Smola. The answer is Helsinki. Helsinki in Finland. Where was Veer? There's Veer. Helsinki is the answer. Number 59. Yeah, I figure I'm going to trick him. Ha ha ha. I love to trick you guys. Number 59. At which capital did a World War II German U-boat sink a Canadian ocean liner? At which capital did a World War II German U-boat sink a Canadian ocean liner? Not Buenos Aires, not Montevideo. Burgerjov on Stockholm. Yeah, Stockholm is way older than Helsinki. Not Hamilton. And not St. John's or Havana, but you guys are on the right track. Battle of Rio de la Plata is there. Okay, I wrote down the year just in case. This was in 1942. It's not Oslo. It's in 1942. I wrote the year just in case. Helsinki was founded June 12, 1550. It's not South America, Acid Nutria. Definitely not Lima. What the heck? Why would there be a Canadian ocean liner and a German U-boat in Lima? Or Santiago. It's in the Caribbean, guys. I'll give you that. It's in the Caribbean. It's a Caribbean capital. That's why when you guys were saying Hamilton, St. John's, well, Hamilton's not in the Caribbean, but it's close pretty much. Fear loves Turku. Not Port-au-Prince, not Bridgetown. It's not Jamaica, but remember, Smoley, you have to put the capital city. So it's not Jamaica. Not San Juan, not San Jose. Not Kingston, not Nassau. Not Santo Domingo, not Havana. Good guesses all around. Not St. George, not Port of Spain. Capital city. This capital city has a huge seaport where today it's full of cruise ships, but it had lots of supply ships back in the day. And apparently the Germans went there and sank a ship. There was a lot of Caribbean left to guess, Ayub. But remember, I'm not doing territory, so don't worry about like Montserrat or all the others. Or like Willemstad. Don't worry about Willemstad. Not Rousseau. Port Vire. In 1942, at this capital city, a German U-boat sank a Canadian ocean liner. Must have been very surprising because this is not like a combat zone. The Germans were out going to the beach, apparently. It's not Bastir. Not Saint-Domingue. There we go. Acid Nutria got it. It is Castries in St. Lucia. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Castries in St. Lucia. It is Castries. Castries. Number 60. I know I've thrown in a bunch of hard ones, including this one. I think this one might stump you guys too. Which capital city was named after an elephant stuck in mud? There were a lot of U-boat sinkings across the ocean, DR. Yeah, I'd love to go to St. Lucia, Ayub. Which capital city was named after an elephant stuck in the mud? Topple's going to make some nice noises. Well, you guys think. Here we go. Not Ouagadougou, not Dili. Not in N'Djamena, not Phnom Penh, not Kathmandu, not Conakry. I love Ouagadougou too. Make some ear noises. Not Khartoum. Move this back a bit. Not Gitega. Washington, D.C. Oslo. Oh, no, it's not Oslo. Not Mogadishu. Not Tunis. Valentina's got it. It is Dodoma. Good job to Valentine. The answer is Dodoma. Dodoma in Tanzania. It's named after an elephant stuck in the mud. Anyway. Number 61. What capital city was once known as Lorenzo Marquez? What capital city was once known as Lorenzo Marquez? It was named Lorenzo Marquez. And DR has got it. It is Maputo. Good job to DR. The answer is Maputo in Mozambique. One's just called Lorenzo. There's just a whole dude's name, Lorenzo Marquez. Number 62. Marzipan was invented in which capital city? Marzipan was invented in which capital city? Marzipan. Marzipan's gross, by the way. Not Brussels, not Vienna, not Stockholm, not Luxembourg. I hate marzipan. Not Vienna. Not Rome. Not Amsterdam. Hey, Goose. Not Amsterdam. What's marzipan? It's like a sweet dessert. DR likes marzipan. I don't. It's like a sweet, sticky treat. Not Vaduz. Not Andorra. Not Madrid. It is European, so you guys are on the right track. Not Ljubljana. Not Berlin. Not Bratislava. And not Berlin. Not Prague. It is Tallinn. Good job to Veer. The answer is Tallinn. It was invented in Tallinn. Number 63. It's not Oslo. Number 63. Which capital city? Oh, we talked about this already today. JJ likes marzipan. You guys are crazy. Anyway, which capital city is home to the world's largest church by area? Really, Fear, that's interesting. Which capital city is home to the world's largest church by area? And DR's got it. It's Yamoussoukro. Good job to DR. The answer is Yamoussoukro in Ivory Coast. I know we just talked about it. I made these quizzes on different days. All right, next question. Which capital city is home to the world's largest church by volume? The world's biggest church, I should say. Not the largest, but the biggest. This is a memory game, kind of, sort of. The world's largest church by volume. And Asanutri's got it. It's the Vatican. Good job to Asanutria. The answer is Vatican City. Vatican City. Apologies for everyone who put Vatican for the last one. This one is the largest church by size, not by area, if that makes sense. Number 65. Which capital city has the world's largest sculpture park? Sculpture park is a good trigger word. Sculpture park. Sculpture park. The world's largest sculpture park. Sculpture park. I think it was just one artist that made all the sculptures, but I could be wrong. It's not Riga, not Brussels. It is Oslo. Good job to Ayub. We finally did it. It is Oslo. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Oslo in Norway. We finally got Oslo. The sculptures. I guess so, but Ayub has been there. That's so cool. The world's largest sculpture park. I guess like statues, right? All right. Good night, Valentine. Thanks for playing along. I appreciate you so much. And you're very, very intelligent. Thanks. I'll see you next week, hopefully. Number 66. The world's oldest pearl was discovered in which capital city? You only have like almost 30 questions left. And then we'll end the quiz, don't worry. The world's oldest pearl was discovered in which capital city? Not Manama, but that's very close. The world's oldest pearl was discovered in which capital city? I messed with this and now I have to mess with it more, right? My goodness. Ayub got it. It is Abu Dhabi. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, the world's oldest pearl. Didn't say how old it was, but I believe it. It's oldest pearl. Number 67. The world's largest outdoor skating rink is located in which capital city? The world's largest outdoor skating rink is in which capital city? Not Amsterdam, not Helsinki, not Stockholm, not The Hague. World's largest outdoor ice skating rink, not Reykjavik. Where can you find the world's largest outdoor skating rink? Not Reykjavik, not Warsaw, not Copenhagen. All right, a hint for you guys. It's not in Europe. Gust got it. It's Ottawa. Good job to Gust. The answer is Ottawa in Canada. It is in Ottawa. Number 68. Which capital city's name translates to "You are welcome here"? Isn't that nice? Which capital city's name translates to "You are welcome here"? You are welcome here. It's definitely not Paris. You're not welcome in Paris. I think, when is Bastille Day? Is it Saturday? No, it's Friday. That was when I was last in Paris. Smola has got it. It's Ouagadougou. Good job to Smola. The answer is Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso. Good job to Smola. The answer is good old Ouagadougou. Number 69. Which capital city was founded on a hot spring in the 5th century? Yeah, Smola's finally got Ouagadougou. Which capital city was founded on a hot spring in the 5th century? I was going to say like its name comes from like a hot spring, but I was tired of those kinds of questions. There will be more later, but it was founded on a hot spring in the 5th century. Way too early for Reykjavik. Not Ashgabat, not Tashkent. Its name has to do with a hot spring, but it's not an English one, so Smola knows the country. But Smola doesn't know the capital city of this country. Don't forget, Google is your friend in this quiz. If you can Google it before someone actually knows it, I think that's impressive. Not Jerusalem. Oh, Smola's got the hints there for you. Smola's got a good hint for you guys. It's not Tallinn. Though I'm sure there's lovely hot springs in Tallinn, not Ankara. I'm sure they probably have lovely hot springs in Ankara, not Baku, not Moscow. It is Tbilisi. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Tbilisi in Georgia. Good job, Acid Nutria. It is Tbilisi. Number 70. Which capital city has the world's largest residential palace? I can't get comfortable anymore. Which capital city has the world's largest residential palace? Not Amsterdam. My chair's extra squeaky tonight, my goodness. Not Vienna, not Mumbai, not Sofia, not New Delhi, not Bucharest. Interesting, Veer. I've never heard of that stew. Georgian food sounds delicious, so I've never heard of that. Ayub has got it. It is in Brunei, but that's not the capital city of Brunei. What's the capital city of Brunei? I ruined it. You guys know what's in Brunei. What's the capital of Brunei? It is in Brunei. Ayub ruined it. Not Brunei City. Acid Nutria got it. It's Bandar Seri Begawan. Good job to Acid Nutria. It is Bandar Seri Begawan. There's the correct spelling from DR. Bandar Seri Begawan. Well, that's someone's name, Acid Nutria, so it's not really, it's kind of rude to that person to say they have an awful name. But anyway, number 71. Which capital city's name translates to Stone Village? They are a very small country, Ayub, but they have the largest residential palace in the world. Don't worry, Acid Nutria. If I understand what you're saying, then the communication has been successful. So don't worry about spelling. It's about understanding. Which capital city's name translates to Stone Village? Stone Village. That's not Reykjavik. I think I have lag again. Acid Nutria's got it. It is Tashkent. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Tashkent. 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 I like that. Number 72. Which capital city has the world's oldest zoo? Which capital city has the world's oldest zoo? The world's oldest zoo. And Veer loves Central Asia. And Acid Nutria's got it. It is Vienna. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Vienna. Vienna in Austria. Number 73. What capital city was named after ant hills? What capital city was named after ant hills? Ant hills. Named after ant hills. I can't get comfortable anymore. Ant hills, not Abuja. It's Accra. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Accra in Ghana. Means anthill. Accra. Number 74. The Blue Nile and the White Nile meet in which capital city? The Blue Nile and White Nile meet in which capital city? And DR's got it. It is Khartoum. Good job to DR. The answer is Khartoum. And if you want to know more about Khartoum, you should watch my video today. It's all about Sudan. You can learn a little bit more about Khartoum. Number 75. Which capital city has a skyscraper nicknamed the Condom Tower? Which capital city has a skyscraper named the Condom Tower? The Condom Tower. Definitely not Moscow. Definitely. Oh, Paris, they would have a condom tower, but they currently don't. Not Madrid. It is Doha. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Doha in Qatar. It's obviously not called that, but it just looks like a big old condom. What can I say? It is in Doha. Number 76. In which capital city can you find the Faisal Mosque? Right, Asanuju? It looks like nothing else. It just looks, I get what they're going for, like a smooth tower, but I'm sorry. The Faisal Mosque. I knew I was going to trick someone. Someone's going to put Riyadh, and it was DR. It's not Riyadh. Not Baghdad. It is Islamabad. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Islamabad in Pakistan. It is Islamabad. Good job, Ayub. Number 77. Which capital city is the traditional home of the Swazi royal family? Which capital city is the traditional home of the Swazi royal family? DR's got it. It's Mbabane. Good job to DR. The answer is Mbabane in Eswatini. That's where the royal family has ruled for a couple hundred, like 300 years or so, I think. Quite a while. Number 78. Okay, now this is another one that I couldn't find any good facts about. And I wrote this and I was like, this is probably true for other places, but I don't think it's true for other capital cities. So, number 78, which capital city was a major battle zone between the Japanese and Americans in 1943? Which capital city was a major battle zone between the Japanese and Americans in 1943? Got another lag. Goodness. Not Manila. So that makes me think that there might have been a huge battle in Manila in 1943. Not Singapore, not Port Moresby, not Pyongyang, not Seoul. It was like the Battle of blank. So I don't think, was there a Battle of Manila? I'm not positive. Was there? All of Southeast Asia. Well, this is not in Southeast Asia, DR, so there you go. It's not in Southeast Asia. It's capital city. There was a huge battle at this capital city in 1943 between the Japanese and Americans. Remember, Smolla, it's a capital city. Battle of Manila Bay. See, I knew there was going to be something else. Not Nuku'alofa, not Tripoli, not Suva. I don't think the Japanese ever made it to Libya. Midway's not a capital city. Midway's just an island. Not Honiara. I know there are some battles there, but not at this specific time. Oh, has DR got it? Does DR have it? Sounds like DR has it. It's not Honiara. We've already done Honiara in this list. I mean, there were some big battles there, but this was one battle in 1943. Not Havana. Guadalcanal. See, I knew it. I knew there was going to be something else that would fit this description, and I tried to make it specific, but I didn't apparently enough. DR's got it. It is Tarawa. Good job to DR. I was going for Tarawa in Kiribati. So thank you, DR. Whew. I couldn't find any other good facts to talk about Tarawa, so I tried. It was in Kiribati. Moving on, number 79. What is the rainiest capital city in Europe? I know DR is trying to be specific. As specific as I could make it without giving it away. What is the rainiest capital city in Europe? Time to guess. The European capitals. Again, not Vaduz, not Prague, not Copenhagen, not Pristina. It's not going to be Oslo. It is Podgorica. Good job to DR. The answer is Podgorica. Podgorica is the European capital city with the most rain. Number 80. Montenegro, I know. Interesting. You'd only think rain in Montenegro, right? But apparently. What was the first purpose-built capital city in Africa? Which, if you remember from earlier, you might get this answer. What was the first purpose-built capital city in Africa? Acid Nutri's got it. It is Abuja. Good job to Acid Nutria for getting it first. The answer is Abuja in Nigeria. Abuja. Number 87. Which capital city has the largest Jewish cemetery in the world, I guess? I think I would have put like in blank if it wasn't. I think it's in the world. Which capital city has the largest Jewish cemetery? Surprisingly, it's not Jerusalem, not Algiers, not Warsaw, not Prague, not Berlin, not Kiev. The largest Jewish cemetery. It's not Washington. Not Bratislava. Not Rabat. Not Budapest. Not Tel Aviv. It is in Europe. I'll give you that. It's not Athens. It is in Europe, and it is due to the World War II event that YouTube doesn't like me to talk about, because I didn't flag this video to say I would talk about a certain event, but you know what I'm talking about. DR's got it. It is Chisinau. Good job to DR. The answer is Chisinau in Moldova, due to World War II happening. Pretty interesting. Chisinau. You would think, right? Moldova, I know. Apparently, almost 99% of the Jewish population there was wiped out pretty badly. Very sad. But now it is a fact for my trivia. Next question is number 82. Did I say 87? It's a 1. I can't read my handwriting. This is 82. Which capital city is located on Mahe Island? Yeah, I don't think I want to watch that film, do you? I'd probably get depressed. You guys can say it, I just can't. Not Mali. It's on Mahe Island. Mahe Island. Which capital city is on Mahe Island? Not Nuku'alofa, not Suva. Interesting, let's play. Not Port Vila. And Mahe is how you spell it, Ayub. It's not the name of the city, though. It's on Mahe Island. What capital city is on Mahe Island? Yeah, I know, the people forget about the island nations. It's kind of my mission to like make people more aware of island nations. Acid Nutri's got it. It is Victoria. Good job. Oh my god, bubbles. Acid Nutria, it is Victoria in Seychelles. Good job, Acid Nutria. Number 83. Which capital city was almost completely burned down in 1999? Which capital city was almost completely burned down in 1999? Fix my headphones. Wearing them too long. DR's got it. It is Dili. Good job to DR. The answer is Dili in East Timor. Hey, Ryan. Next question is number 84. Which capital city was almost completely burned down in 1671? Ayub's was a 99er. Which capital city was almost completely burned down in 1671? It's not London. It's for a very different reason than why Dili almost burned down. London was 1666, and it was bad, but it didn't completely burn down London. It just burned down a big chunk of it. This city was almost completely leveled. Everything caught fire back then. Well, this was a purpose set fire. There was a person that deliberately set this city on fire and almost completely leveled it. What year? 1671. A famous person in history. I will give you a hint as to more about this person if you guys are struggling, but which capital city almost completely burned down in 1671? All the other clues about this city would be too obvious. It would be too easy. Got a little lag again. I'm sorry. It's not Beijing. Yeah, very, very famous person in history tried to burn down the city. Not Bangkok. I will give you the hint that this person who attempted to burn down the city was a very famous pirate. He was a very famous pirate. Not Lima. A pirate came to the city. Yep, DR's got it now. It's Panama City. Good job to DR. The answer is Panama City. Henry Morgan was holding ransom and they refused to pay, so he tried to burn down the city. So good job, DR. It is Panama City. Number 85. The only mausoleum that contains more than one person is in which capital city? Yeah, that Captain Morgan, as in the rum, yeah. Same guy. The only mausoleum that contains more than one person is in which capital city? Not Rabat. At least I hope it's not Rabat. I read this fact somewhere, so I assume it's... Once you know, you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. The mausoleum that contains more than one person. So like it's a famous mausoleum, like Ho Chi Minh. It's not Ho Chi Minh's, but like Lenin, right, has a mausoleum, but he's the only one in it because it's Lenin's mausoleum. This mausoleum has more than one person inside of it. What capital city is it? It's not Nur Sultan, although Nazarbayev will probably really want his own mausoleum once he goes. But yeah, once you know the answer, you guys are gonna go, oh, that makes sense now. But I can't give you any more hints than that. The crypt in Vienna has the entire Habsburg family. That's pretty cool, DR. Will has got it. It's Pyongyang. Good job to Will. The answer is Pyongyang in North Korea. Right. Makes sense now. It is Pyongyang. Yeah, DR. Oh, makes sense. I told you guys. Number 86. Which capital city has the world's oldest active cemetery? So, not like those old, ancient, old timey cemeteries. There are still people being buried in this cemetery. Which capital city has the world's oldest active cemetery? Get a drink real quick. This drink's really good. My brother bought it for me. Not Baghdad, not San Marino, not Paris, JJ. The world's oldest, and this is another one when you know it, you'll be like, oh, makes sense. It's a very famous cemetery, not Madrid. Daniel's got it. It is Jerusalem. Good job to Daniel. The answer is Jerusalem. The Mount of Olives is still an active cemetery. It's still, I guess if you're important enough, you can still be buried in the Mount of Olives. Good job, Daniel. I'm waiting for someone to be like, Jerusalem's not the capital of Israel, it's Tel Aviv. But Jerusalem's the capital of Palestine, so it is a capital in a sense. Number 87. Which capital city is the rickshaw capital of the world? I don't think they're going to bury you in the Mount of Olives. I think you have to be Jewish to be buried in the Mount of Olives, DR. I think, right? I'm not sure. The rickshaw capital of the world is Dhaka. Good job to DR. The answer is Dhaka in Bangladesh. Something they're very proud of, apparently. Most rickshaws out of any city. Number 88. Which capital city's name means windy corner? Which capital city's name means windy corner? Windy corner. Which, this is another, oh, makes sense kind of answer. Which capital city's name means windy corner? Ayub's got it. It is Windhoek. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Windhoek. Wind corner. It's Afrikaans, apparently. Windhoek. Probably not how you pronounce it at all, but that's how you pronounce it in American English. It is Windhoek. Number 89. Which capital city has the only permanent U.S. base in Africa? Which capital city has the only permanent U.S. base in Africa? Africa. Only permanent United States military base. DR's got it. It is Djibouti City. Good job to DR. The answer is Djibouti City. Djibouti City. Number 90. World War I was sparked in which capital city? World War I was sparked in which capital city? Some history for you guys. DR's got it first. It is Sarajevo. Good job to DR. The answer is Sarajevo. Sarajevo is where the Archduke was assassinated, in Sarajevo. Number 91. Which capital city is plagued with sinkholes due to being built on volcanic rock? Which capital city is plagued with sinkholes due to being built on volcanic rock? And DR's got it. It's Guatemala City. Good job to DR. The answer is Guatemala City. Has a lot of sinkholes, big sinkhole issue. Number 92. Which capital city has more stray dogs than cars? Which capital city has more stray dogs than cars? And think like it's not that they have a ton of stray dogs, it's that they don't have a lot of cars. And car is cats for sure. DR's, oh no, that's not it. It's not Kathmandu. I'm sorry. That's coming up later though. It's not Kathmandu. Think a city that doesn't have a lot of cars. They have more stray dogs than cars because they don't have a lot of cars there. More stray dogs than cars. I was reading an article about it while researching. There's a reason this took me like 4 hours to write this quiz because I fell down holes. That this city loves the stray dogs and they're fed and well kept for, and they have a name in their language for the time of day when all the stray dogs are just like sleeping in the road. They just have to step over all these dogs. Do people ride? They don't ride the dogs. There's just less cars there than stray dogs. It's not that they have like millions upon millions of stray dogs. It's that they have like very, very few cars. There's more stray dogs than cars. So the stray dogs are all very happy from what I could tell. Definitely not Delhi. Delhi has like billions of cars. That would be scary if there were more stray dogs than cars in Delhi. Oh, Ayub's trying to Google it. Sorry. Not Manama, not Havana. More stray dogs than cars. And I wonder if this is true of more than one capital city, but I was just reading. Okay, Asanutria. What capital city has more stray dogs than cars? More stray dogs than cars. Getting Istanbul. No, they definitely have more cars than dogs in Istanbul. But that's cats. Like their thing is stray cats, right? Turkey's cities are famous for all the stray cats. Not, I'm sure they have stray dogs too, but like the cat's a famous thing about Istanbul, Ankara, and all those big Turkish cities. It's not Turkey. It's not a Pacific island, Will. I will give you the hint that it is in Asia. It is in Asia. It's an Asian country. San Marino. It's not Longyearbyen. I didn't do any territories. Not Hanoi. Hanoi has a lot of cars. Not Pyongyang. It is in Asia. I feel like I have to Google it. Dear has no idea. Not Dili. Not Mali. Yeah, we already did Dili. There's no repeats. Yeah, try to think of countries that don't have a lot of cars in them. I think about why this country wouldn't have a lot of cars. I think because it's a very traditional kind of city where cars aren't really a thing you need to own because it's very traditional there. Definitely not Bandar Seri Begawan. They love their cars there. Not Astana. I like that you guys have like completely forgotten the whole section of Asia. Like there's just like a whole where you guys have forgotten that there's a couple little countries there. It's not Pyongyang. It is Thimphu. Good job to Ayub. The answer is Thimphu. Thimphu. They don't have a lot of cars there in Thimphu. They love the dogs, so that's great. Dogs are better than cars. Own a dog. If you have a choice between owning a dog and owning a car, get a dog. Yeah, the capital of Bhutan. They kind of frown upon cars. Sorry, Will. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Sinutria. Anyway, number 93. I was trying to make this a quick one, and I've gone super long, so sorry to all the Europeans who are very, very sleepy. Number 93. Blackbeard operated out of which capital city? I frown upon cars too. I haven't owned a car in 8 years. Acid Nutria's got it. It is Nassau. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Nassau. Nassau in the Bahamas. Number 94. I should have thrown so many hard ones at you at the end. Which capital city has the most cloudless days out of any city in Europe? Which capital city has the most cloudless days out of any city in Europe? Which European capital has the least amount of clouds? Ayub says it's fun to search. See, that's why I don't worry about you guys Googling because you're out there learning, right? It's fine. Not Nicosia, not Valletta. The most cloudless days. I think it is a city that is very beautiful. That I think of the sun when I think of this city. Acid Nutri's got it. It is Madrid. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Madrid in Spain. It is Madrid. Number 95. Which city is the home of the Burundi Kingdom? Veer, my goodness. Well, we're almost done, Veer. We have 5 questions left. Which I'm kind of ruining it for you, but if you know, you know. Which city is the home of the Burundi Kingdom? Oh, come on, Lack. Come on, Lack. I'm almost done. Come on, Lack. My sister and I are going out to this new chicken restaurant tonight, so I'm like excited to go. I didn't mean for this to go on for so long. I know she's like sitting there waiting for me, so I'm trying to go. Come on, Lack. I want to see their answers. Which city is the home of the Burundi Kingdom? DR's got it. It is Gitega. Gitega, yes. Burundi has 2 capital cities, so you had to figure out which one it was. Will went for the wrong one, for Bujumbura, but DR got it that it is Gitega. Good job, DR, for getting it first. It is Gitega. A new chicken. Yeah, it's a new chicken place. It sounds. They have chicken and waffles. I might get that. Number 96. Which capital city is the site of the Battle of Maipu? Which capital city is the site of the Battle of Maipu? Maipu. Hey, Janice in Budapest. I know I'm like about to wrap it up. DR's got it. It is Santiago. Good job to DR. The answer is Santiago in Chile. A big battle in Chile's history. Number 97. Which capital city has the world's oldest Chinatown? Pardon me. Yeah, I know the name sounds silly in English, but it's like a big important event in Chile's history. So, which capital city has the world's capital city? TR has the world's oldest Chinatown. It's obviously not Beijing, as in San Francisco is not the capital of California. Which capital city has the world's oldest Chinatown? Which capital city? Acid Nutria's got it. It is Manila. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Manila in the Philippines. Number 96. Which capital city was named? Sorry, DR's distracting with California things. Sacramento's fine. San Francisco's better. Which capital city was built based on a dream about a wolf? Which capital city was built based on a dream about a wolf? The city came to a person in a dream about a wolf. Not Skopje. Not Tirana. Which capital city was built based on a dream about a wolf? Acid Nutria got it. It is Vilnius. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Vilnius. Number 99. You'll see. Which capital city is nicknamed the White Pearl of the Indian Ocean? I'm trying to trick you. Which capital city is nicknamed the White Pearl of the Indian Ocean? I'm trying to trick you guys. It's not Colombo, not Mali. I put this because it's not obvious, so to say. The White Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Not Port Louis. See, I I don't know what that is, DR. Not Phnom Penh, not Saint Denis. Isn't that Reunion? I didn't do territories. Not Antananarivo. I tricked you guys. I knew I was going to trick you guys. I wrote this one while going, they're never going to get this one. Not Moroni. That's my sound. Not Nairobi. Passanutria is kind of on the right track. Not Muscat. I know, Ayub. I knew I was going to. Acid Nutria got it, though. It is Mogadishu. Good job to Acid Nutria. The answer is Mogadishu in Somalia. It is technically on the Indian Ocean, but when you think Somalia, you don't really think Indian Ocean, do you? Isn't that fun? It is Mogadishu. All right, there's one question left. Very quickly, I want to say thank you guys so much. The stream was very fun. I'm sorry it went on so long. I'll make sure that the mini quiz at the start is a lot shorter next week so we can wrap up the capital cities quiz because we have 100-something other cities to go through. So thank you guys. If you're new here, welcome. This was so much fun. Please subscribe to my channel. I do this once a week, and hopefully my webcam is here by now, and it'll be a lot better quality with a lot less buffering. So please join me next week, same time, same place. Check out my video today is all about Sudan. I promise you'll learn something there about Sudan. You're welcome, Dacia. And yeah, I'm going to be filming all of next week's videos tonight, so I'm very excited. Lots more Arab countries to go through. Okay, yeah, but we're almost to Alabama, so yeah, lots of likes, lots of comments, please. It really helps out my channel when you leave comments. And yeah, let's do this last question so I can go out and get some of this new chicken at this place with my sister. Number 100. Durbar Square is a famous location in which capital city? Durbar Square is a famous location in which capital city? Durbar Square. Durbar Square. Not Ulaanbaatar, Will. It is Kathmandu. Good job to Smula. The answer is Kathmandu. 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 All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much. I'm probably going to go get some chicken and waffles, which I'm very excited for because chicken and waffles used to only be available in Oakland, kind of near where I used to live. Now they're all over the place, so hopefully it'll taste like home, I hope. But anyway, I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Bye, and thank you again. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you all later.